Coming up on Valley News Live at 6, what some local schools hope to offer soon to keep students in the classroom.
Plus, new details on last night's dog attack in South Fargo that injured a woman.
And add North Dakota to the list of states threatening to sue the federal government over vaccines. Valley News Live at 6 starts right now.
This is Valley News Live at 6.
Keeping students in school, that's the drive behind rapid COVID-19 testing, and efforts are underway to get programs going in West Fargo and Fargo as soon as possible.
Students who are identified as a close contact can stay in school as long as they get tested every other day for 7 days. As Valley News Team's JC Dodd reports, it's offered and funded by the State Department of Health.
I feel like the school is doing what they need to make it easy on everybody to keep kids safe.
The Fargo School District is working to start another mitigation strategy to help keep their students in school. Officials say they'll soon have on-site rapid testing available for staff and students. Fargo mom says she thinks it could help prevent an outbreak by catching positive cases sooner.
And it's also going to make it easier on families so that parents don't have to take time off from work and try to figure out where to go to get their child tested. It can be done right there at school.
If an unvaccinated student or staff member is exposed to COVID-19 while unmasked, they can stay in school by using the program and testing negative every other day for 7 days.
Making testing available and allowing even close contact children to stay in school, I think, is what's best for everybody.
The same program is already available at schools in West Fargo, but due to limited staff, the test must be administered by the kid's parent or guardian. Students in grades 6 through 12 can test themselves. Fargo plans to hire staff to handle the program.
We have thousands of children across Fargo in the school district, and we all need to do what we can to keep kids safe.
In Fargo, JC Dodd, Valley News Live.
Both districts require families to sign consent forms before their child can get tested.
Our transition to fall includes some roller coaster conditions. Up next, in the next couple of days, we're going to have ups and downs. Let's get the latest on what's happening tonight from Hutch. Hutch?
Mike, thanks so much. Good evening, everyone. As we head through the 6 o'clock hour in the valley, things are very quiet. So if you have outdoor plans tonight, pretty good. Although it's been a cooler day and a breezy one as well. Look in on the Devil's Lake area, showing some high clouds out there. Now, as we take a look at temperatures, it is on the cool side up north and out to the east where Babe the Blue Ox enjoying 62 degrees. And, well, Paul, brandishing the flannel. 66 in Hallock and temperatures close to 70 down south where you see the oranges and out to the west. No inclement weather to worry about tonight other than that cool breeze from the west and northwest. So take that blanket with you outdoors for the football games tonight. Temperatures sneaking into the 50s, eventually 40s overnight for some, with a few high clouds passing overhead. Our wind calms down after sunset and becomes southerly by morning. In Grand Forks tonight, late tonight, temperatures sneaking into those 40s for a cool and chilly one indeed. We'll have details on a warming trend, and we'll talk about a chance of some measurable and meaningful rainfall, Mike, in our forecast as well here in a moment.
It's all meaningful this year.
Yes, it is.
All right, thanks.
A local dog trainer is offering guidance and a warning tonight after a dog attack left one woman in stitches last night in South Fargo. That happened in the 1300 block of 32nd Street South when police say a pit bull attacked a Shih Tzu. A woman was hurt trying to break up that fight, but is doing okay today. Experts say before heading out with your pet, put the phone down and never let your dog be off leash, as it's just too big of a risk.
What a lot of people don't realize is that if your neighbor's walking by and maybe their dog is a little anxious, your dog actually can read that on that dog, and they might go even if they're usually very good.
To find the list of preventative tools Stickney says you should have with you when you and your dogs head out, just go to our VNL News app and click on this story. Tonight at 10, we'll hear from the woman that was attacked by the pit bull.
2 people are arrested after speeding and then trying to drive away from patrol troopers this morning. Devin Wynn and Cheyenne Seminole are facing several charges. Wynn was pulled over on Highway 2 near Emerado. While they were dealing with Wynn, officers noticed his passenger was trying to drive away from the scene. Seminole was arrested for preventing arrest, among several other charges. Wynn was arrested and charged for driving under the suspension and possession of marijuana. Evacuees from Afghanistan will be arriving in Fargo soon. North Dakota Human Services now saying that 49 of the 37,000 evacuees will be settled through the Afghan Placement and Assistance Program. The department adds that these individuals went through a rigorous vetting process, which included the FBI, health screenings, COVID-19 vaccination, and work authorizations.
The Grand Forks Air Force Base has been selected for a military satellite mission. North Dakota Senators John Hoeven and Kevin Kramer say the base will be home to a space networking center, which is part of the Pentagon's Space Development Agency's new low Earth orbit mission. NASA defines low Earth orbit as having an altitude of 1,200 miles or less. Hoeven says the mission serves as the backbone for all U.S. military communications. Hoeven's office said a military installation in Alabama was also selected as a center for the mission.
North Dakota is one of the states threatening to sue the federal government over vaccines. 24 Republican state attorneys general from around the United States signed a letter yesterday addressed to the Biden administration regarding the president's sweeping vaccine mandates. This letter threatened legal action if the president doesn't change course. President Biden's mandate affects 80 million private and government workers. Other prominent Republicans share their sentiments with the attorneys general. South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem voiced her support in an op-ed in USA Today, telling Biden South Dakota will see him in court.
North Dakota's unemployment rate in August was 3.2%. That's down from 3.6 in July, which is typical for this time of year. This is 2.6 percentage points lower than the unemployment rate last year, which was 5.8%. North Dakota has the 11th lowest unemployment rate in the nation. The city of Grand Forks and East Grand Forks have scheduled mosquito spraying for this coming Sunday. The spraying may take place between the hours of 6:30 p.m. and 9 p.m. Over the last 4 weeks, the greater Grand Forks area has received 4 to 5 inches of rain, which has created the ideal habitat for mosquitoes and a new hatch.
We're still receiving calls from some viewers who are having reception problems with our Channel 11 signal. Well, it involves those of you, like myself, who are DirecTV customers. Our engineers have been in contact with DirecTV. They have confirmed their equipment is not properly receiving our signal. Our signal is functioning normally. The equipment is not picking it up as it should. We're all working together to get the issue fixed as soon as possible.
Later in sports, a celebration that was short-lived. Time for the Red Hawks to go back to work.
And your forecast for the weekend will show improvement over our peak temperatures today that were in the low 60s east and near 70 here in the valley. Some colors starting to show up on your photos that you've been sharing, and a look across Minnesota shows it might be a great weekend to take a drive through the trees. Your hour-by-hour forecast is coming up next.